So today we're going to take you on a wee little tour of our herb garden, or as we call it, the wee Bonnie wee garden. You can obviously visit a lot of the garden spaces, so we're going to do a little virtual one, and we're also going to give you a bit of information on all the herbs and the benefits of them, and hopefully get you to grow some at home. Hi, so here we have lavender, probably my favourite one just because the smell of it is so good. And with lavender you do have to trim it every year, and with those trimmings you can keep them for your art projects. They're really good to put in pouches and in your clothes drawers to keep them nice and fresh, or underneath your bed when you're sleeping. Again, with that, it's really good for keeping you nice and calm, good for meditations, and it's really nice just to play with it. Another thing that lavender is really good with is eating. Not all lavender is edible though, so just have a look. But you can cook, I think it's English lavender. It's good with roasting, even desserts, and on salads. Here we have thyme, another one that feels really fluffy and smells amazing. This one is perfect with roast veg. You can also sprinkle it on these salads. Just make sure you use the leaves and not the stalk, because the stalk can be quite crunchy. But it's just really, really good with marinades and roasting, and just playing with it. It smells great. Here we have our bay leaf. This is our wee little baby bay leaf that we got at this size, and now it's this big. This one you can't actually eat. Well, you can eat it, but it's more used for in the sauces. So if you're using curries or anything like that, you would put it in. The flavor releases, and then when you eat it, you just take the leaf out. And it's also in our garden we have two types of mint. We have spearmint and chocolate mint. So chocolate mint we got by accident a few years ago as a wee little baby thing, and then we grew it, and boom, we have this a whole range of chocolate mint. Our other mint we've had to cut back, so we don't quite have that ready for you today. But mint is such an amazing thing to grow in your house. It fills the air with beautiful smells, and it's really nice to play with, and it's very calming as well. Mint's really good for puddings, desserts, and drinking. Mint tea, really, really good. So easy to make. We'll give you a wee tip just after this one. Here we have our wee oregano. It's a little bit small because we've had to cut it back for the winter, but you can see it's already growing. This is really nice to have in the house. It's not as strong as mint, but it still has a really nice calming smell. This is really good with Italian type dishes and salad dressings, and it's once it grows, it's very fluffy and soft. Here we have our chives. This has got a really, really strong smell, amazing in the kitchen, and it grows so well. The nice thing with this is if you cut a wee bit on, wee bit off, it just keeps growing, and they're really nice with salads, with roasting, with soups, you name it, it's good. And the really nice thing with this one, if you leave it long enough, it blooms in a flower, and the bees love that, so you can either grow it inside or outside. Here we have our dill. This one's really good for potato type dishes or stews, anything with a potato in. It really brings out the flavour of it. And probably my favourite thing with dill is it's so fluffy. It's really nice. So it's a really good tactile or sensory herb to have in the house. And just play with when you want to feel nice and calm. Here we have our rosemary, and as you can see, it's really big. We've actually had to cut it back. Rosemary is really good to grow right through the year, and is frost resistant, so you can have it inside or outside. This is really good with roasted veg. You just cut off a wee bit, put it in with the veg, let it soak up all the flavors, and take it out when you're ready to eat. Very similar to the bay leaf. You can't really eat it. It's safe to eat, but it's very crunchy and not very soft like the other veg. here we have our sage plants. Sage plants have a range of amazing qualities. One being purifying. If you burn it, don't burn it straight away, but you can get it in a form that you can burn. Really good with cooking. Just add it to all your soups. Really adds a flavour and adds some nutrients. Really tactile. It feels very velvety. And if you leave it long enough during the summer, it produces flowers, and those flowers are edible. Really nice to sprinkle over salads and even puddings and desserts. So in case you've not noticed and you've not been for a while, you can see we've done up the garden a wee bit and we've added an additional planter. Here we're going to be growing chamomile leaves, and here we'll be growing our rocket leaves. They're both really good to grow inside or outside. Rocket, if you cut a wee bit, it keeps growing just like spinach, and just like spinach, it's packed full of nutrients, and you can eat it straight away. Really good with salads, add it to soup. Roasted pepper and rocket soup is amazing. And just like sage, if you leave it long enough, it produces flowers, and those flowers you can sprinkle on salads and desserts and puddings. And like mint, the chamomile can be used for tea, really relaxing and really calming as well, and great for smells in the house. We tour of the herb bits of this garden. There's still lots of beautiful flowers in here, like rose bushes as well, and we're really excited for when you're able to come and have a wee look and have a feel around. We will be doing a video on how to grow a herb garden in your own house, windowsill gardening, so stay tuned, that will come in the next couple of weeks. In the meantime, have fun!